Okay, so we got a Fiat Punto in the workshop this was in a couple of weeks ago with an ABS fault on it. We tested it and we were pretty sure there was a wiring issue more so than an ABS sensor. So it's back in today to have a look. So we're back probing just down here at the ABS control unit on one of the wires. Oh, there we go. And then down to the wire here. And it's reading OL. But when we move the wire around, let's see if we can get that working again. It was getting a reading here. So we were getting a very high resistance reading, which shouldn't be correct. So we know we've got a damaged wire, but the case is where is the wire damaged? Anywhere in the loom, obviously. But we just went to the obvious places where it rubs off stuff or where it creeps, and we got lucky, and I'll show you what we found. So we're going to repair this up now and get this sorted for the customer. This is our wiring loom here. This wire here is that you can just about see it there if the camera wants to focus. That's where the break is. There's a little bit of a cut in it. It's been exposed to the elements and it's gone all green, but it's just about ready to break off. So we'll cut this section out, we'll put a new wire in, solder it in, heat shrink it, and then that should be this problem sorted. But yeah, a little bit nightmare if this was further up in the loom to find. But look, sometimes you just go where there's joinings, let's say here, places like that where they can be flexible and moving, and a wire can get damaged. Other than that, you're kind of nearly stripping it down and having a look. There is tools out there to get, but I don't have it, so there you go. So this isn't the final product of what I'm going to do. I'm just showing you the reading that I should have been getting on the multimeter. So it's at 0.6. This is up at something like 3,000 ohms, and it was fluctuating. And as we moved down the wire, and it was changing. So we knew we were kind of in the right spot by moving the wire and then looking at the reading here. So I'm happy enough now that this is going to be sorted. So I'm going to solder this up, put a heat shrink on it, make it nice and tidy, and then put it back together. And the ABS will be back working on this car. Okay, so we're just back from test drive. No lights in the dash. Fault code is deleted out. Yeah, so got a look. Relatively lucky finding the break in the wire. It can be a little bit of a nightmare to try and find that break. It could be anywhere in the loom, going from the ABS sensor all the way up to the control unit. It could be anywhere there, but you just kind of look at the obvious places first and kind of hope for the best. There is tools out there I think you can get to check the wires. I've seen a couple of them online, and I'm not convinced that they'd be really good for what I'm doing, but look, I could be wrong. Maybe you're using one, maybe you have one and you're like, this is the best thing ever. Let me know in the comments. But other than that, this job is done. Not sure what time of the day it is you're looking at this video, but for me right now, it's lunchtime and I'm hungry. So I'll talk to you on the next one. Fix it again tomorrow.